You ready?
Let's do it.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with the girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't come close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say what? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 4, episode 1 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. How you doing tonight, man?
Hey, man, I can't call it, man. Hey, we back at it again, baby. Season 4.
Season 4, man, we back at it. Like we said, we're going to have a whole new stuff. Y'all see the new look. We kind of ripping through the paper right there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how we feel like we're doing right now in the podcast world, in the podcast. We just kind of ripping our way through this thing, man, and we busting out this year, season 4. We want all the smoke.
All the smoke.
It's kind of the title of season 4, man. We want all the smoke, man. We bringing up all the hard topics. We talking about anything you want to talk about. If anybody wants to challenge what we say, we bringing them on the podcast as a guest and giving them a full show. And that's just how we coming with it, season 4, man.
Yeah, exactly. I know the last couple seasons we've really just we've kind of just we brought people on. We didn't really press them on anything. You know what I'm saying that they were saying, or if we saw somebody on Facebook or Instagram that had some outlandish post, we didn't bring them on to come talk to them. You know what I'm saying? So season 4, we're gonna bring them on. We want all the smoke. We want everybody to even challenge us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Exactly. If you feel like we are saying things that are out of pocket, or you don't believe what we're saying, or you want to challenge the facts, or whatever you think is, or you just disagree with our opinion, I guess, come on to the show and let's talk it out
like
in front of the public. Exactly, and just hash it out there, man. This place, the Read, Talk, and Listen, we started a place to put our friends on. If you have a local business, you trying to come up, you're a rapper, you got music you want us to play, whatever it is, man, just let us know. And this Read, Talk, and Listen is the space for that.
Oh yeah, and we've had some good guests in the last couple of seasons, but we kind of fell off for a little bit where it was just me and you, and then people was like, "Yo, bring the guests back."
Facts.
We brought a couple guests back, and then we kind of fell off again because we are just kind of building this plane as we flying it, and but season 4 we got we got a little stuff in plan for you.
Exactly. And hey, before we go any further, man, we got our man in the background tonight. It's gonna be my boy Killer Cam, running the ones and twos for us right now. I don't know if he's gonna pop in or not, but hey, if he pops in, he'll say what's up to y'all guys. But hey, if not, hey, shout out to my guy Cam. We appreciate you for the late notice.
Yeah,
being able to pop in and run that for us, man. We appreciate that, man. So shout out to my boy Cam. Y'all check him out on Instagram. He going crazy over there
with the sneakers, man.
Killer Cam, Killr Cam. Check him out, man. Y'all gotta check him out.
With the sneakers, hey, some of them shoes, man. I'm like, oh, I don't think I could afford them, man. Some of them shoes look little exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They get up there. They do get up there in price. I mean, they do. But if you have them, I think that's the deal. Like if you're willing to pay that price, like you're going to get that or more on the resale value. So I think that's what you're looking for. That's what I've seen so far, as a little bit of sneakers things I've seen from Cam.
Well, I think it's something like, it's almost like the baseball cards and Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying? You get them and you sell them until somebody want to come pay you a lot of money for them.
Exactly, man. But some people are people that wear their shoes. Like, that's what I think I would be too. If I got deep into the sneaker game, though, I'm like, I'm gonna wear mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't just sit them up in the closet and let them sit. But Cam wear some of his. He sits some of his. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I feel it. But I gotta wear my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I equate it to like guns. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bunch of guns, you don't want to just have them in your gun safe. You want to go out and shoot them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guns, depending on the make and model and caliber and all that, some people will come turn around and you might have paid $5 for it, but they'll turn around and pay you $15. So
exactly,
you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, you do want to go out there and shoot them.
You got to go out there and shoot them, man. But hey, season 4, bro. Go ahead and let everybody know what's been up with you, man. What you been up to?
I mean, you already know it. You see it in the background. Dreaded Archer had a really cool show yesterday with with a Mr. Will Cooper. He's a outdoor marketing creator or marketing. He's an outdoor social media content creator for.
Get it out.
I know, right? He does all kind of social media marketing for different hunting brands, and me and him got to chatting it up. He's a big supporter of tack. He actually just got done shooting tack in Austin, so we talked about that. He's a former athlete, ran cross country at Texas A&M, and he's just a all around cool guy, man. So got to chat with him, and just got more shows set up. I actually just started season 2 of the Dreaded Archer podcast, so I'm rocking and rolling as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, speaking of that, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Dreaded Archer podcast on Spotify, YouTube. Y'all got to check it out, man. If you are interested in getting into the archery world, or archery hunting or anything like that, or if you're already deep into the archery world, you got to get over there. Cutting the yard the other day, I'm sitting there listening to your one with Clint.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there cutting the yard, listening to the whole thing, man. I'm just like, man, this. If I didn't know anything about, like, if you weren't my brother, I would like this podcast. You see what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like, if
yeah.
I didn't know anything about you, I would like this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's a podcast for anybody. If you listen to podcasts, if you just enjoy it on your drive or on something you do, it's a podcast for you. So get
Wait,
over there to the
wait,
Jordan
what
Archer.
episode with Clint? Clint,
Is it not Clint? Did I get it right? What's his name?
what we talking about?
Y'all was on there talking about how he's on the TV channel. Uh,
Oh, Greg.
Greg, well, Clint.
Yeah,
Hey, my bad, bro. My bad, Greg. My bad, Greg. My bad. I thought it was Clint.
Greg Gondela, baby.
Yeah. So anyway, the episode was legit. He dove deep into where he came from and how he ended up where he was. You talked about how where you came from and how you ended up where you were. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good episode, along other episodes I've listened to as well. So
Oh yeah,
I gotta get over there and check that out, man.
and some a lot of the shows run about an hour long. You know what I'm saying? My longest show is 3 hours, but you ain't got to listen to it all in one chunk. Break it up, man. You
Yeah,
break it up. Come back, listen to it later. It's gonna always gonna be there.
yeah.
Spotify, Apple Podcast.
That's kind of how I knew that, back in season one. That's kind of how I knew that we would end up with a season 4 or 5 or however long we ended up wanting to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because people were saying, "Hey, I listened to you guys' episode on the way to work. I hit it again on my lunch break on the way to the gym. I hit it again after work on the way home to pick up the kids. You know what I'm saying? Finished out the episode. You know what I'm saying? FedEx driver homies. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to the episodes on my route, coming back from lunch, getting back on the route, finishing the episode. When I knew that people were actually leaving and anticipating the next drive or the next dead moment in their day to listen to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? I knew, hey, we
We got
got something
some.
here.
Yeah, I saw my boy Alex shot me a text the other day. He goes, "Hey man, I saw season. You guys are coming over with season 4." He goes, "I already got it locked and loaded. I'm ready to go." I think he got a couple of road trips. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be popping it in.
Exactly, exactly. And that's when I listen to our podcast the most because I do go back and listen to it. It's kind of like watching film. You know what I'm saying? I do go back and listen or watch the podcast. What could we have done better? What, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I do the
But
same thing.
that's when I do it on the drive. If I got a trip, I watch it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm driving to a game somewhere or whatever, I watch it. I listen to it. And that's how we get
Oh
it. But
yeah, I do.
man,
I do the same thing just to make sure you stay on top of the game.
exactly. But bro, my world has been filled with a bunch of just work. Really, you know what I'm saying. Tomorrow is the drop day. Some real special. I've got to touch. Got to put my hands on a little bit. So has Cam. You know what I'm saying. We dropping the magazine tomorrow. So we've been having our nose to the ground, just really just getting at it. Interviews, photo shoots. You know what I'm saying. All that good
Yeah,
stuff, man. So it's been crazy around here.
man. When you stay busy, it make the time fly by. Cause I got an email yesterday. They opened up elk tags already, and
I
elk season
just
right
I
right,
just
right
saw that
around the
email
corner.
as well.
Yeah, so I mean it's right around the corner. It's like, gosh, man, I feel like we were just out in winter hunting, and
Fact.
it's like it's already it's here. I think I saw a post that said a hundred and 27 days,
Yeah.
something like that.
I opened up my email to come, obviously hit the link to get in here. And I say right under there, South Dakota Game Fishing Park, accepting elk registration or whatever. I'm just like, man, but I'm ready because I kind of ended the season with a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
really,
You got goaded.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
got
And
ghosted.
it was a good year. It was a fun hunt. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Always a good time out there, but came home empty handed,
Yep.
and so that's never a good feeling. Uh, so I'm anticipating it, but before we get to the hunting season, you already mentioned it earlier. Tech coming up, man.
Oh, dude, tax coming up.
Sold out.
Sold out. I,
Not another spot in the whole. Can't get a spot.
nope, can't get a spot if you want to. Well, I mean, I guess you can come out and hang out at the Mountain Fest, so
I
that's
mean, yeah,
free.
that you
But
can come out and do that. But as far as getting on the course, you can't get on the course.
no, you
But
done.
we will be out there. If I'm not mistaken, what is it? The
24th, 26th.
24th and 20 through the 26th. We're
Yep.
gonna be out there. We're gonna get the film. We're gonna get the photos, and we're gonna do some good shooting. I need to really get out there, low key.
Bro,
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you, man,
I need to get out
you
there.
got to get out there because I ain't gonna lie. I've not really picked up my bow. I mean, I haven't shot anything past 20 yards. That's 20 yards. I'm done. I need to be pushing 60, 70, 80 because I do want to try to win that truck and hit that 100-yard shot.
Bro, the only thing about that is I was just gonna ask. I would just ask immediately. Hey, is there someone here that's already hit it somewhere else?
Well,
And if
it has. No,
but are they
it-
here? If they're not there and they already hit it, yeah, I'm gonna try to hit it 2 times.
well, no, but I mean, like, it don't matter. I mean, if you could have somebody hit it 5 times in Michigan, their
Yeah,
name's
true.
still in the thing 5 times. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Or you can be like Chris B and hit that Joker 20 times in a row, and he was guaranteed the truck. I think he's won it twice. He's won the truck twice.
Hey, I'll be cool with walking away with something else. Besides the truck too, though, we walk away with a bunch of gear and stuff like last time. I'll be great, and I
Oh
think
yeah,
this time we're gonna get more like personal experiences with the people because we already know some of the guys. You
yep.
know what I'm saying? And they obviously recognize us for obvious reasons. And I think they see us again. It'll be the same. It'll be
Oh
the
yeah,
same camaraderie, and we'll get to sit down with those guys and get them on tape and stuff like that.
yeah. I think Will said he goes, man. He goes, I've seen you somewhere before. I'm like, he goes, I said, where? Then I see you at TAC, and I was like, man, the only TAC that I've been to was in Terry Peak in South Dakota. So if you've been there, you saw me. He goes, no, I ain't been in South Dakota. I'm like, well, then you didn't see me at no TAC. And he was like, no, man. But then after we got to going around and around, he used to do the social media for Numa. And when
Yeah.
I killed my antelope and I was tagging Numa in it because I was wearing their gear, he goes, oh yeah, because I saw you kept popping up on all my stuff because you were tagging us in it. I was like, that's where you know me from. Like
Oh
you from TAC. But
yeah.
if you see me at TAC, hey, shout out your boy.
Shout out your boy. Shout out your boy, man. Shout out your boy, man. Hey, but hey, this is the Read Talk and Listen podcast. We love near and dear to our hearts, the NFL, sports, all the above, man. The draft, the disappointing draft, I should say,
It was lackluster.
just passed. What was that? What
Man,
happened? I mean, why was it that way?
I think what we were seeing was the last remnants of COVID. These are some guys like the guys that went in the first round were the guys that probably should have been gone last year. You know what I'm saying? They should have went in last year's draft. So there wasn't a lot of guys to pick from, especially when it came to quarterbacks, and it was just kind of dead. It was it wasn't even exciting. Like this was like the first draft where you got on social media and there was no one on there really talking about the draft picks at all.
Exactly. I think like the draft buzz that I was seeing wasn't very. It wasn't like very hype buzz. It was just like murmurs about the draft, like, oh, I can't believe a quarterback hadn't been picked yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. There wasn't really any high intensity about the draft, but I'll also say there wasn't very much like hyped up by the media about the draft either, though. You know what I mean? Jordan Fazolero, shout out to my guy Fozzie, man. Always day one supporter of the Read Talk and Listen podcast. He says there wasn't a lot of star power, but the draft was honestly deep team wise. And I see what you're saying right there. A lot of people got a lot of pieces of puzzles that they needed. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? And you can't complain with that. But from a fan standpoint, if I don't have a team now, so I don't really have a dog in the fight to be like, oh, my team drafted well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, I
You
was
know,
just kind of like,
but you know what? I think this was a draft. Like it wasn't a draft for the fans. It wasn't one that we could go out and be excited about. But if you are a team owner, oh, this was a draft for you because you could screw you can play around. You could pick some people you probably would have never picked if it was a high powered draft. So you
yeah,
was willing to take some extra chances, like the Cowboys, love them to death, and I their draft was a but as I sit back, I'm
it's
like, you know
always
what?
been.
Yeah, but as I sit back, I'm like, you know what? They actually just they took some chances. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some guys. There was definitely some old linemen on the board that was better than the guy they drafted. But I think they felt like you know what we can play with diamond in the rough in this draft, and they got a lot. And I think they're trying to get a lot of find a lot of diamonds in the rough in this draft. They're doing something because some of the guys they drafted are questionable.
Well, this is the thing I'm saying right here. You can get an old lineman from anywhere. No offense to the old lineman out there, whatever. But you can get an old lineman from anywhere because let's just say there's a guy that's a bigger guy. If there's a bigger guy in the in high school, he's a bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of athletic, but he's just a bigger guy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But he's not really developed as an offensive lineman. He can go to a he can get a he can end up getting a smaller level scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Going to a smaller level college and
yeah.
turning into a grown man.
Well,
You see
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's the guy from NIU.
And that's
Yes,
you
I
and
saw,
I,
huh?
you and I,
University is it NIU, Northern
Northern
Illinois,
Iowa,
Northern Iowa, NIU.
yeah,
Yeah,
Northern Iowa.
yeah. But what you call it? They said he came in at like 205. He was like 205, 210 O lineman. And then he left at 370 something. You know what I'm saying? He went down there and became a monster.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And Olama, you can get Olama from anywhere. So I understand. I don't know how much that is really is taking a chance or whatever. I believe that guy probably is a true dog. Um, all those O linemen that were taken early. O linemen getting taken this early in the draft. I think it was more O linemen taken this early in the drafts. It wasn't like this since like '89 or something like that.
Yeah, O line, D
Some
line.
yeah, like it was crazy. Obviously, we knew the Jordan guy or whatever his name is from Georgia
Yeah.
was gonna get picked pretty good, pretty high in the draft. But he's like a I don't know, man. The jury's still out on this guy for me.
No, I'm gonna tell you who he is. He one of them guys where like you know when you watch basketball game and you know there's a guy on the team that he ain't flashy with it, but then you look at the end of the game he got 35 points, 15 assists, and 15 rebounds. You're like, damn, he didn't even sound like he did nothing like that. He just a ghost. He moved quiet on the field.
I don't know about that. I think he's just a big human. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's going to be a great in the run. You know what I mean? He's really good. Fozzie says, I thought the Wyatt kid, DT at Georgia, was actually better. And I agree. This other kid is he's a big individual. He can block up the middle. He's great in the run. But even in all the draft covers that I did participate in, all they talked about is where are his pass rush statistics? Why are they so low? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why is his pass rush production not where up at the top of the list?
Yeah,
And as a D lineman, that's where you want to be. You want to be up at the top in the pass rush things. Obviously, stopping the run is important, but you got to be able to pin those ears back and go get the QB.
yeah,
That's just it. And I don't want to sound like one of these. I don't want to turn into one of these sports reporters that are down in these guys who are obviously hella great athletes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying I think the jury's still out on this guy because in the league they're gonna be able to block you. The scheme's gonna be able to block you itself.
right.
Not let alone what all these other old linemen just got drafted in the first round as well, my boy. You know what I mean? So I think Davis would be good if he plays in the 3-4, but I don't think the Eagles play that defense. And that's what I said today when I was talking to somebody else. If you stick him in the 3-4, he gonna eat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to triple team him and all that stuff or whatever. I saw a picture come out on social media during the draft actually about him, and it says when the number one coach in the country chooses the triple team, you know you're the greatest or whatever about this guy. And I'm just like, no, I'm pretty sure they were just lined up in a 3-4 and that's what the blocking scheme calls for. You see what
Bro.
I'm saying?
But
But
see, but people that write shit like that, they don't know football at all. They just be saying shit. Oh, here, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing right. That shit's stupid. Because you cannot be doing something right and still have haters.
exactly, and I don't. It's just not. RD. Shout out to my guys over there, RDC1. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guys at RDC1. They got a video out right now on their YouTube channel. Shameless plug because I mess with them heavy. On their YouTube channel right now, saying in this day and age, you can't say anything about the next person, or you hating, or you riding.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, go check that video out, bro. Every time he try to say something about the basketball game, man, get off it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's turned into, man. You can't say anything about anybody right now without being called a hater or being called something for just giving your opinion on the sport. You really got to just watch it and shut up.
Hey. Oh, look who back. I ain't seen him in weeks.
Mobley disappeared after he said he wanted his own show. Won't be the first, won't be the last. It's okay. Yeah. It's all right. But shout out to my guy Mobley, man.
But yeah, hey, that's just how it is. Even when I was talking to some guys about the draft, and they was like, "Man, you just hating." No, ain't nobody hating. I'm telling you, certain teams pick bad people. This guy is not gonna fit there. Like, man, you just hate because you didn't go, bro. My day's been come and gone, man.
Yo, that shit is the funniest comment ever, though. Even though there probably are guys that are out there salty.
You think that probably 75% won't be successful?
75% or more of these guys won't be successful. But how many are normally successful? It's first of all, and what are we claiming successful? Because some of these guys are gonna bounce around for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I mean that may be, they may be successful. You make a little bit of bread in it, obviously, get you a pension, sit on your booty for the next few years, get you a little coaching gig or in front office. Is that successful? Or do you have to get there and become a star in the league
And
to
be a Hall of
success?
Famer and all that.
But I agree with Fozzie. A lot of this draft is going to fizzle out. First of all, they're not covering them. So we ain't going to hear from a lot of them, especially if they go in and don't play the first year.
Yep.
We're going to forget about them. Then next year's draft class probably going to be high-powered.
Oh, yeah, the next draft class is going to be...
Get swept under the
Going to
rug.
be dope.
You see what I'm saying? So...
I mean, it's crazy because I was just watching NFL Live, and they're already talking. Todd McShay and I can't even think of the other dude's name, Mel Kiper and all them. They're already talking about the 2023 draft.
Yeah,
2022 draft just ended. They're already on 2023 and who's gonna pick who and who's gonna be where.
exactly. Because think about it, Mel Kiper the draft time is his.
His time to shine.
And when it's not a high power draft, he loses on that end. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't hear many people talking about Mel Kiper and stuff like that this year because the draft was down. It was a low level draft.
Yep.
So he's already like, hey, how can I get more coverage on drafts? I got to start talking about 2023 right now.
Yep.
So I can make sure I'm gonna build the anticipation up for an entire year.
Yeah, and if you want them cats that he was talking about, and he talking about you right at the end of he's already talking about you now for next year's draft. Your foot in the door. Now you just gotta go out there and do a little bit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think the only draft pick, well, I ain't gonna say the only, but the one draft pick that he had wrong was the Malik Willis. I didn't because they had him going in the first round.
He went late.
I didn't think he was going to drop that far.
Well, I think that was a hard one because not very. I mean, I think a lot of teams need quarterbacks, but not very many teams needed a quarterback.
But the team he went to didn't even need a quarterback.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Not very many teams need a quarterback, so I'm not going to take you early. I don't have to. I don't need you. I don't need you. Pittsburgh needs a quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They got Mason Rudolph.
They went with a homer
right now.
Well, they went with a homer. They went to the guy from Pitt.
I know. I'm just saying they needed a QB.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They needed it. So they got, and then he still went what 20, 22?
I think 22. But
So
I saw this happening 2 years ago. I think when we first started the podcast, what I'm saying, with LJ again and talking to those guys, I said it. There will not be a running back taken in the first round anymore. I think those days are over with, and it is.
those
It's
days
too
aren't over
many.
with. There's gonna be a running back
I mean,
taken
I
in the
mean,
first
I
round
mean,
next year.
unless you were just super elite, you're game changing. If you're just an every down back, I can get you in the second, third round.
I mean, yeah, running backs are a dime a dozen now, especially to what the league's turned into. Besides Derrick Henry, who's running it down your throat?
Nobody.
You see what I'm saying? So like the league it doesn't cost for that anymore. Even with Zeke, the Cowboys pay Zeke, and I'm not giving you the ball 25 times the game no more. You're gonna split time with Pollard. See what I'm saying? Bijan might go first. I'm saying him, and then what's the Michigan State cat?
No, he came out this year.
Okay. I thought I saw something that he was coming back.
No. Oh, speaking of, how you feel about that? What should the NFL allow guys that declare for the draft to come back?
I don't know. I think we talked about this a little bit, but I don't think so. I think you have the 3 years. You have to stay out of high school. 3 years removed or whatever it is. You have to stay out of high school. That gives you enough time to make that decision. While in the other sports where you can come back, you're able to come out in 1 year. You know what I'm saying, or something
Yeah.
like that, or right out of high school. So or whatever it is. So you had the ability to go back to college or whatever, or take that chance at college because you're a young dumb kid. I feel like
Okay.
even if that's not the reason, I feel like that's a big enough reason for it to be that way. But no, football wise, you've had enough time, enough things come out in those years where you should know if this is the decision
Right.
that I'm gonna make for my future. But
Well,
that is a good draft question.
like, what if you one of them between guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could
You better bring
potentially,
your ass back.
you could potentially be first round, but you kind of leaning more closer to the second
You
round.
better bring your ass back.
Come back.
If you're not for sure, I mean, it's just dumb. Just you can go get a bag right now. I'm not telling anybody not to go get the bag. Depending on your situation. If you got 6, 7, 8 brothers and sisters at home, and uh y'all living in a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and you the only chance to make it, like the Brandon Marshall type of story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I might be a first rounder, but I know for sure I'm gonna go in a second.
Yeah.
Go get your bread. You know what I'm saying? Go fix your situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fix your situation. But if you chilling on it and you just want to get out, just because you want that title, you was you made it to the league or whatever, just wait it out. If you that guy, you gonna come back next year and be that guy. You know when you that guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about I'm kind of getting my shit, kind of getting my shine. Nah, when you that guy.
Yeah,
And you know for sure next year when you come back, you for sure that guy. Like the guy that really ain't even practicing. You know what I'm saying? He just training because he's training for the league. He just training for the league. He really ain't even just practicing. Bro, go ahead and come back and take your first round spot next year.
Bro, I could just imagine if they allow people to come back, how many people would.
But I think even they know football is just a different breed, bro. I think they even know like the typical football player, like even if he don't make it, bro, he ain't coming back to that school.
Nope. Well, no, see that's the thing. Like, you can come back. No, never mind. Like, yeah, the rule be dumb. It's too many moving parts of football to even be for that to even be a thing,
bro. Because you got to think about it. Think about this, like guys that are for sure going to the league. Like you play with a few guys who went to the league too. You know what I'm saying? So guys that are for sure going to the league or whatever, like you already know that year that they going to the league. Like if it's their junior year or if they're a senior or whatever, they're not coming back. They know that he ain't coming back for no 5th year. He's definitely going to the NFL.
Yep.
He is. They are like towards the end of the season. They already grooming up the next cat.
Oh yeah, because he don't really practice that much. He kind of just, you know what I'm saying. Especially if the season's a wash. If the season's done, he ain't doing shit. He done. He's suiting it up.
they
I mean,
basically
he not
grooming
even
up the
suiting up.
next cat. They basically grooming up the next cat. You know what I'm saying, to take his spot next year because he gone. He going to the league or he
Yep.
graduating or whatever it may be. So no, you can't leave and come back.
Yeah.
No, you can't leave and
I
come
mean,
back.
it's almost like when USC had Reggie Bush, you know what I'm saying? They just had happen to have Reggie Bush and Lindell White, so it was like, damn, we got to groom the third string cat. Hell, I think he ended up transferring out.
And that's what happens. That's what I'm saying. So like, it just won't work in football.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. That's what the big argument too about the college football, even the one and done. Why they don't want the one and done? Because I have this guy on my team. He's gonna be the number one draft pick. Y'all been telling him that for a year now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's leaving out this year regardless. So while he's doing what he's doing for my program, I've got to get me a point guard next year that's going to be able to produce as well. I've got to already have him ready because this guy is leaving.
Or bring him in, or have him already signed and
Oh yeah,
ready
I had to come in. So
Yeah.
So then he comes back. Now what? I didn't told this dude I'd up and moved him across the country, and now my guy comes back.
And I think that's where Fauci said that's where the transfer portal kind of screws high school kids because now I don't and you know what, this goes back to what I mean. You talked about a long time ago, not even on the podcast. I was telling you, we was just at when we were talking at 13. I'm like, I don't know why more schools don't go to Henderson State route. Henderson State don't bring in a whole bunch of a bunch of high school kids. They probably bring if they bringing in 30 kids, 25 of them gonna be JUCOs.
And that's why they run the GAC a
Yep.
lot of the times. A lot of the times, that's why they do because they just they get this transfer,
They bring. I'm bringing in. I'm
not the
bringing
high
in.
school cat.
I'm bringing in straight JUCOs, so I can see as this transfer portal continues to go on and go on and go on, you're gonna start seeing more guys just leave for the draft. Because guess what? Like, hell, I leave, but they bringing in 4 or 5 guys from that's not 4 or 5 guys that sat on the bench somewhere, 4 or 5 guys that were starters somewhere, and they just coming in and hey, bro, sorry, I'm here now.
Exactly,
Because they come in to play. They're not coming to try for to fight for no position. They coming to play.
yeah, they coming to play, and it's already been talked about. It's already been talked on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't come here and mess it up, you gonna play for the most part. That's what at least that's what's been. That's
True.
why what's been told to as long as you don't come in here and do no dumb shit,
Yep.
you gonna play. You gonna be the guy. You gonna be whatever. So that may push guys to the draft, but I think it just pushes more guys to the portal.
Oh, dude, it's gonna put a lot of guys in the portal.
It just pushes more guys to the portal. I'm not mad at the portal. Yes, you're gonna have high school players. You're gonna have to get it where you live. At the same time as I say this, I see guys getting offered in the 8th grade. So I don't know that it's hurting high school athletes. I know if you're on the bubble guy, yeah, it is hurting you.
Yep.
You might have to go. You might have to go TJC and then move up and hit the portal.
Oh, dude, it's all gonna trickle down. Like everybody think that this portal shit is only going to affect just the D1. No, this shit is gonna trickle all the way down to NI. It was the NIA.
NAIA.
NAIA. It's gonna trickle all the way down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna trickle, but I think it really at the end of the day, it's just gonna make it makes the lower divisions better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you're gonna have guys come through there. Like think about when Cam Newton came through Blinn.
Bro, he changed.
You're gonna have Cam Newton coming through Blinn.
You're gonna have Cam Newton
on the
coming
regular.
through Blinn. You're gonna have Janoris Jenkins going to North Alabama and all that. You're gonna have guys saying, "Hey," and now they putting Cheddar behind it. I'm out, G.
I hit the portal. I go here. I turn up. I kill this league because I'm really, you know what I'm saying?
Above it.
So I have put up crazy numbers in this league. I go get me an NIL deal at Nebraska. I go get me an NIL deal at Texas. I go get me an NIL deal at Florida. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's gonna happen regardless.
But then you get your boy Bob Stoops, so he came out on him and he talking against the portal. He said, "Hey, this is what you asked for, Dane."
Exactly. Bob Stoops is kind of like Bob Stoops is saying, I guess like, hey, we don't really have control over the players now.
No, and we said it. We said the control is gone now. because you can't piss me off as a player. If I'm your
Exactly.
all
Hey,
star
before we
receiver,
get in this, before we get off the draft, I gotta ask you this draft question since you asked me one. I
yep.
gotta ask you this one because I saw this the other day and I meant to call you and ask you about it anyway. Ryan Tannehill, quarterback of the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, wait, say he ain't no damn mentor. I ain't mentoring that cat coming in here.
Why? No, yes, you are competing for a spot. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that I'm mad at him for saying it. Okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say that I'm mad at him for saying it. But I do think he was wrong in saying it.
Man, no,
Morgan says a kid at Alabama that early enrolled in January entered the transfer portal today.
he got a
That's
better he got a better deal somewhere.
or he got there. He got there because we know what happens in recruiting. That's what I think Bob Stoops is getting at as well. We can't go in these living rooms and say what we want to say no more.
Nope. All them days are over with. Hey, son, you're gonna come in, you're gonna play, you're gonna start. You know, I mean, not you're gonna compete for a starting job, da da da. And then I get there and I look at the depth chart and I'm number 6. Man, I
I
ain't
know I'm
no,
not going to be there
nope.
by fall.
I'm
I
not.
know I'm not going
So
to be
you know
there by
what?
fall.
I'm gonna hop down here and go to FIU, and I'm starting at FIU,
You hear
and they
me?
give me a bag.
You hear me? And I think that's good for the players. I think that is great for the players. But everything comes
No,
with a
hey,
bag.
wrong, Morgan. He might not be that dude at Alabama, but he will go somewhere and be that dude somewhere else. He
Exactly.
he
He
might
gonna
not.
be that dude somewhere. If he was killing it like that in high school, he can be that dude somewhere. Even if he fall all the way down the ranks, he can be that dude somewhere.
Yep, he'll go
And
somewhere and be that dude.
I think, but I think that Tannehill was wrong in coming out and saying, "I'm not a mentor. That's my competition." Yes, we all know y'all competing for a spot, but let's
Right?
be real. It's your spot to lose. You're not
Yeah,
really competing with him for a spot. He competing with you to try to play, but
yeah,
it's your spot to lose, Tannehill. Yeah, if you want the team, what happens if you get hurt? But you done shit on little homie all this whole year.
yeah.
You ain't taught him none of the key, none of the ropes, none of the tips. Hey,
And
this receiver, hey, when you throwing it to him, hey, if it's cover 2, he gonna fade like this.
yeah.
You ain't taught him none of the tips, Tannehill.
No,
But you go down.
I mean, should he have said it? No, but I know how he feel. So basically, he was he was it was a he was
It was
high
an
on him.
insecure statement.
No, yeah, it's definitely an insecure statement, but I think he was just caught up in the moment, just like I'm not gonna come in here. I'm not gonna come in here and take the guy under my wing and then they replace me with him. You know what I'm saying? I see both sides of it. Because when I played, I was a team guy. I'm gonna do whatever the team wants me to do, whatever. But some people like, hey man, I got kids to feed, and I'm not gonna have this dude come take my spot, and I'm afraid of somewhere. Like I'm
It's
not
not
like
like
yeah,
that.
like Morgan said, I'm not going to train my replacement because what that be like? That be like with my job.
It's
If
not
my
like that. It's not
no,
like that though.
listen, it we all on the same team, but it'd be like if my boss brought somebody in and was like, "Hey, I want you to train them everything you do." All right, cool. I train them, and then my boss will add, by the way, you are too like you cost us a bunch of money because you've been here too long. We pay him less, and he know what you know. Peace out. Now, could be a bad analogy, but
Yeah,
that's what I got.
this is football. This is sports. He may know what you know, but that don't mean he can do what you do. And we all know how it goes. Tannehill, this is your job to lose.
Right?
We can't act like everybody can just walk into the NFL and do their thing. And we know and look where he came. Look where he came from. Not Hayden. Look, he ain't been playing against NFL talent for the past
4 years.
however long. Tannehill been in the league longer than 4 years.
Oh no, I'm talking about the
Yeah,
Malik
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. He ain't been playing against elite talent. He ain't been playing against super elite talent for the past
No.
4 years. So Tannehill, it's your job to lose. Like he's not gonna walk in here and replace you. Let's be real about the fact.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, we
You can't
are
compare it to our daily jobs.
ours is hindsight 2020. You know what I'm saying? He got asked a question right in the moment something he'd probably be, he's probably already passionate about anyways. You know what I'm
Y'all niggas
saying?
stupid.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably already passionate about it, and then when he got asked about it, he just, sometimes you get to talking and
Bro, he's
shit just come
he
out.
hate he's a hater in real life. That's all that showed me. Like you just a hater in real life. Like go. You're not gonna lose your job to this guy. Not this year anyway. And if you lose your spot next
But
year or whatever it is, that means you fumbled the bag this year. And
but
just
he
like
might
Fozzie
he
said, all you got to do is hand the ball off to Henry. So your job is really secure.
yeah. Well, he probably insecure because you know what I'm saying. They had that whole they basically crumbled in the playoffs, so he thinking I'm in the hot seat when really he not in the hot seat. It's probably just it's all,
You're
all in his
insecure.
head.
That's what I said. It was an
It's
insecure
insecure,
statement.
yeah,
It was an insecure statement. And no, it's not his job to coach the players. But if you played football on a team, you training up the cat behind you. That's it.
yeah,
That's what it is. That ain't no cap. If you on a team, you training up the guy behind you. And if you go down Tannehill and he come in and y'all stupid trash, you gonna be gone anyway.
yep. I mean, you know what? And I see it like this because I remember when my freshman year when I got put to varsity. In my head, I'm thinking Paul not gonna teach me nothing. Paul's not gonna teach me shit because he don't want me to take his spot. I was wrong. Paul was like, "Hey, come here, player. This is how we do shit here. This is how you do this
That's
here."
how it goes.
When when we
That's like an unwritten
yeah
unwritten code.
when we run this play, Hayden box he moved this way, so you're gonna have to get a little bit over because he just he get in the gap too much. All right, cool. And you learn that shit. And when I scored my first touchdown, who was the first cat in the end zone? Paul. So it was like,
Exactly. Cause you always take the cat. Shout out my guy Dougie. When I got to SMU, my boy Dougie. This how you do it. You gotta take the guy. You always take the cat under you and bring you. You know what I'm saying? And give him the tips. Show him the ropes. That ain't that ain't no different. It's unwritten law. It's like unwritten rule in the game. Only haters. So if you in this category, you a hater. Only haters don't teach the next man. Only haters. Straight up. Only
well,
haters.
man, I see both sides of it. I see what he's talking about, but I also see
I
it
see.
from
That's what I said. I'm not
a
mad at
kid.
him for saying it. I just think he
Yeah,
was wrong for saying it. I feel him. I feel him. He's scared right now. But really, you know what I'm saying? Just take a step back and use a little bit of common sense, like we always talk about. And you know you're gonna be all right, Tannehill.
for sure.
You know you're gonna be all right, Tannehill. Stop playing with him over there, man. But speaking of be all right, man, a lot of people seem to think these kids ain't gonna be all right if they specialize in a sport. You gotta play them all. You gotta play it all. And then there's another argument on the other side is, man, you can specialize, and that's what you need to do. You need to specialize in a sport.
Yeah,
What you think?
I I get tired of hearing this conversation because everybody's saying, "Oh, you should play everything," and the first thing I ask myself is, why does everybody care if a kid plays everything? Why does it matter?
Yeah,
That's the first question I ask myself. And then the second thing I ask myself is like, if this kid decides to do one sport, why are you gonna demonize him? You know what I'm saying? He might not be good at everything else. I might not be good at baseball. I might not be good at basketball. I might not be as fast as track. I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna stick to playing football. That's what I do. But they seem to get demonized. Oh, you all you doing is you limiting yourself. You pigeonhole yourself. No, I know what I'm good at.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. It's like that argument when they talk about like if you got an organization that go out and you fighting for conservation for fish. Why you don't care about deer? Because I focus on fish, player. That's what I do. Like, do I? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Why you don't care about deer conservation? Because I focus on fish. I'm laser focused on fish. If you want to focus on deer, by all means go do it. I'm not gonna stop you because they need help too. But that
Yeah,
ain't what I that's not what I know.
I'm focused on fish, homie.
That's it.
But and this is my thing right here. And I've said this a couple of times. I don't know why it's so baffling to people or whatever. Is playing multi sports bad? No. I'm not here to tell you that playing multi sports is bad. But let's be honest, there are different caliber athletes on this planet.
Yep.
If your child is at the top of his field, let's just say we know he going to college to play football. Let's just say we know that. He going to college to play football. He's better than everybody, no doubt. He's going to college. By all means, boy, play basketball, run track, play baseball, hell, play volleyball if they got it for men. You don't need you got football sold up. Those other sports are gonna hurt you. Yes, they're gonna keep you fresh, keep your legs moving, whatever. Give you different elements of team, different all that stuff. It's gonna help you out. I understand all those arguments, but that guy is already going. If I'm Kyler Murray, yeah, I'm probably play both, but I'm not. What am I going to benefit from by running track or playing soccer? Exactly. I don't need to do all those other things. Or if I'm Kyler Murray, I can do whatever I want because I know I'm going over here. I'm going over here. I can do those things. But if I am Joe Blow,
fringe guy,
and I'm getting half the reps in the game in high school. I'm a sophomore in high school. I'm only getting half the reps. I'm not a starter. I'm not really a guy that people talking about. I get a couple of tackles here and there, but football is what I want to do. Why am I going to play basketball? Why am I going to play soccer? Why am I going to play baseball when I can hone in on all, and while everybody else is playing all those sports, I can hone in on my craft. And when the season come back around, I can either be close to them or I've caught and passed them.
Yeah, I've surpassed them
in this field. Why would I do those other sports?
Well, I think a lot of people think that the more sports you play, the better you'll get in each sport. But what they fail to realize is every sport don't translate to the next sport.
Bro, what it can work for anything. I don't need to learn computer software to go outside and pour concrete.
Right.
It's just not gonna help me. I don't need to know how to play basketball to come out here and run for 250 on you, Derrick Henry. I don't have to know how to do that. Can I go out there and drop 15, 20 in a basketball game? Maybe so. But I don't have to do that. I'm already at this peak.
Right.
Or I'm not there yet, and I need to work on this. I don't have time to play basketball. Why would I be working on my jump shot when I can't get my hands on this man's chest? It's not going to help me. What in baseball translates to playing O-line or D-line?
Never has.
They can find something, Fozzie. They can find something. The way you get down and field the ball is the same way you bend your knees to put down in a 3-point stance. You know, they can find something. The guy that lives and breathes football will benefit from playing basketball.
Please explain to me how. I will give you $100 right now if you can explain to me how playing basketball will benefit you in football. $100 cash right now.
Makes you elusive. I can do cone drills to make myself elusive. I don't need basketball to make me elusive.
I can get cardio by working out. I don't have to play a sport.
Basketball is not going to help me be a better football player. Will I get in shape running up and down the court? Yeah, but so will I going out there to the field every day and work and running.
Hit the cash app. if we had one, somebody gonna hop on right now and start one, and we get all that money gonna be gone.
Hey, but for real, it's not gonna help me. You can spend that time working on football techniques.
What? Oh no, he worded it wrong. He meant playing football not gonna make you a better basketball player. I get what he's saying. Never mind. He worded it wrong.
Yeah, playing football is not gonna make you a better basketball player, and playing basketball is not gonna make you a better football player.
Nope.
It's just that there's no correlation in it. If I'm a baseball, because I think this is where most guys specialize in, that really pisses people off because they don't play football. If I am a freshman in high school, and I want to go play college baseball. That's what I want to do. I have no need to put on pads and a helmet in the fall.
No.
I have no need to dribble the basketball up and down the court in the winter. I could be in the cage. I can be taking ground balls. I played 3 sports in high school. Let me tell y'all this right here. I played 3 sports in high school. And if anybody who was a multi-sport athlete in high school, you can probably attest to this. If you didn't feel this way, let me know. Whatever. Hop in the comments, hop in the inbox, whatever it was. When I got to my next sport, it took me a few weeks. It took me a few weeks to get, you know what I'm saying, back in that flow of it.
Yeah.
When I left from
To
playing
get
football and
acclimated.
head banging, I would foul out of my first damn 5-6 basketball games.
Cause you
Because
headbanging.
I'm still in there. I'm in the trenches.
I'm fouling out regardless. I'm getting my 5. Shit. I'm getting my
When I
5.
came over to baseball from basketball, I wasn't seeing the ball off the rip like that. I wasn't fielding the ball like that. I wasn't scooping it at first with confidence like that. If you take time off from those sports, you lose some of it.
Yep.
So and then this would really kill me right here. Y'all saying the same thing. So y'all playing all these different sports, but y'all still training for the other sport too. So now you're not even letting the kids body rest.
Nope.
But y'all don't even want to talk about that.
No, man. It
Y'all
seems
don't
like,
even want to talk about that.
bro, it seems every time I get on Facebook, I'm seeing flyers and posts about, oh, we got this combine and this combine and this combine. I'm like, why the hell are all these kids constantly going to these combines? What? And now I can understand if you're a high school kid, you know what I'm saying? If I got a 6 and 7 year old, there's no reason for him to go to a damn combine. Maybe one to have fun
And get a baseline.
and get a baseline of where he at. But I don't need to go to 3, 4 in a row. There's no reason to.
This is what I'm saying right here. If you want to play all sports, cool, play all sports. No one's saying don't do your thing and play all sports. But y'all are playing all sports and still training for the other sports. Like you still have an off season. If you're gonna have an off season, have an off season to train in your sport. You playing basketball, training for football and baseball. They leaving baseball practice, going to football practice, and on the way home, you stopping at the gym and putting up 50 free throws. When is the kid gonna? When is he gonna actually be able to develop any of these skills?
He not. He getting diminishing returns.
Hey, y'all do your thing. I do your thing. I can't. All I can do is put it out there. But do y'all thing. Do y'all thing.
It don't make sense to me. And then you see these narratives like, oh, out of the 250 something players, 200 of them were multi-sport athletes. Okay, and
the guy, bro, that's what I want to talk to you about too. They brought up them draft statistics of how many of those guys are multi-sport athletes. Those are the guys I'm talking about. Those are the Jalen Hills, the guy that the wide receiver at Longview, who is the #1 receiver in his class in the country. He plays basketball and runs track. So he probably gonna end up in the NFL one day, and they're gonna use him as a statistic. Hey, he didn't have. He's just playing those sports to play those sports.
To pass time, he's already above.
There's no more work to be done on the football field for him. So those numbers are hella skewed, in my opinion.
I mean, there's no baseline. Like they're taking guys from like, oh well, all these guys did multiple sports, but like, yeah, but
and then we also have the multi-sport guy who only good at one of them. Right?
Yeah.
So he a star on football, but he rides the bench in basketball and he rides the bench in baseball.
But we all know him. But he's still counted as a multi-sport athlete. Hell, you I mean there's guys that hell they'll play it. They do everything. And like you said, they might share some time on the football field, but they ride the bench in basketball, baseball, track, soccer, tennis, golf. They played 6 sports and split time in one.
What's the grape in one of them?
Not one. So it's probably time for you to step back and say, hey, I need to probably focus on what I'm halfway good at and get better at it instead of spending all your time doing all these other sports.
This is what it is right here. This I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you what it really is in real life. And you get if somebody get mad at it, is what it is. What y'all doing is y'all trying to throw everything at the wall and see what stick with your
Yeah.
kid.
Yep.
Instead of sitting the kid down and saying, "Hey son, hey baby girl, what do you want to do? What we didn't try base, we didn't try t-ball, kid pitch, we didn't try soccer, we didn't try football, we didn't try basketball. I ain't gonna lie to you now, baby girl, baby boy. You basketball probably ain't gonna be it. Look at me and your mama. You know, we sitting here at 5'6" and stumpy. You probably ain't gonna have a future in this basketball stuff. Let's just be honest. And we saw what happened last season, baby girl, baby boy. Basketball probably ain't it. But hey, you was knocking that thing over the wall in baseball. And they eyes light up. Oh, yeah, I want to play baseball. We're gonna get you some batting lessons, some field work, and we're gonna groom you into the baseball player you want to be, or the softball player you want to be, or the basketball player you want to be. We're gonna groom you up in that. Not, well, I play baseball, so you gonna play. Or I play softball, so you gonna play. I play basketball, so you gonna play. I play football, so you gonna play. And we're gonna be good at one of them, and we're gonna make it out of here, baby. No, that's not the move. That's not the way it goes. Yo, the kid that you pushing the most in baseball, basketball, football is the best damn DJ to walk earth. and you don't know it yet.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's kind of the route that we're taking with Macy. You know what I'm saying? It's Macy will play soccer one year. Next thing you know, she at a coding camp where she doing some kind of coding program. She out camping. She riding horses, canoes. Hey, we gonna figure out what you like, and then now we've narrowed it down to she want to be a politician and a lawyer. So sports out the window. There's no more sports around here. It's all politician or be a lawyer and then a politician. So hey, we going to Harvard. Oh, you that dinner. Use that dinner. We going to Harvard.
and that's the route you have to go.
Yep.
Not we're gonna throw everything at the wall and see what stick at once. No, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. Hey, what old boy say? Trying shit, don't work. That's
what try shit, don't work.
Exactly. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. We're gonna try something else. Okay. We picking up traction over here. It's what we want to do. Oh, you don't want to do that? Yeah, but you was kind of good at that one. All right, we're gonna keep that one on the ice. We're gonna keep that one on the ice because if this one don't work, we know we can come back to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's like trial and error.
Exactly. Not throw everything at once. Burn them out on even the love of the game. And then they get to high school, and like I said, they're a DJ anyway. So now it's rebellion in your crib because you want to be this athlete. He love music. She love singing. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to drop the hottest mixtape on the street.
And you don't agree. But you didn't listen back whenever they was 5 and they was playing with the karaoke machine. You was mad because they wasn't out there swinging the bat.
Or when they was in the outfield out there singing and rapping in the outfield, you weren't paying attention.
Exactly. And that's all we saying. That's all we saying, man.
Man.
Hey, if you tune into the podcast right now, I said I was gonna do a better job on this season, but I have not. If you tune into the podcast right now, man, hit that like button, share button. If you're on the YouTube, subscribe. And if you listen to it and it's a daily driver for you, subscribe on Spotify. Hit that notification bell. Let y'all know when we drop in this fire conversation. And follow us on IG and Facebook at the Read Talk and Listen Podcast. And where else we at? Huh? Where else we at, man? Go ahead, tell them where else we at. We're everywhere.
We everywhere, man. Pandora, Stitcher, TuneIn,
iHeartRadio,
Facebook podcast. But I did get an email today that Facebook is now getting rid of their podcast section. Truth be told, I can't find it. I know they send me analytics and people are watching it, but I don't know where they're streaming the podcast on Facebook.
But if you can find it, we there.
We there. they send me all the analytics every week, but I'm like, yo, I even go to Facebook and type in Facebook podcast, and I don't get nothing. I get like nothing. I mean, maybe like a couple podcasts, but it's like pages. It's not the actual like streaming platform.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's something they're testing in certain markets. So you got to have a VPN or whatever, and to be able to access it. I don't know, but
If you can find it, we on there.
we
Anywhere
there.
you can hear a podcast, you can hear my voice as well as the voice of the dreaded Archer.
You are now tuned in to the RTL podcast. I finally got that one right this time.
Hey, hey, man, we still at it. We still at it, man. Season 4, man. Appreciate all the listeners, all the subscribers, especially our folks on Spotify. Man, give us folks on Spotify a round of applause, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Although y'all have been rocking with us. Okay. I forgot. It's been a
Yeah,
while. It
man.
feels like it's been forever. It's only been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We missed y'all. I hope y'all missed us too, because that means we're doing something right. But even though the people on Spotify, y'all have had the longest with us. So y'all, I mean, you kind of should be the loyalist fans. People on Spotify, man, y'all continue to do y'all things, man. We keep getting the downloads. We hit new peaks. We hit new platforms over there, man. Shout out to all y'all on Spotify. Shout out to all y'all everywhere, but especially the day one people from Spotify, man. Y'all been rocking with us for over a year now. That sounds crazy to say, but y'all been rocking with us for over a year now, man. So shout out to y'all, man. But shout out to all y'all. But make sure y'all hit that share button, because last season y'all wasn't sharing nothing. We about to, hey, and also we might have to get off Facebook. So y'all better hit that share button if y'all want us to stay.
Hit that share button. Yeah, we looking to move everything over to YouTube because
I really been fighting hard for y'all. If it was up to them, we wouldn't even be on Facebook right now. I've been fighting hard for y'all.
Yeah, we got to move over to you move over to YouTube because we got to get these YouTube watch hours up because I don't know about y'all or I don't know about you, Nick, but a lot of this shit is getting expensive for me. I need some funds coming. I need some increments coming in, and YouTube paying. I need to get my increments in. You know what I mean? With the Fed Street.
Hey, real talk though, real talk. Y'all hit that share button, man, so we can stay over here on the Facebook. I'm trying to save it for y'all. Hit that share button, hop us up there so they can bump us up on the book. And we can stay over here a little bit longer, man. If not, we're gonna have to slide over to the YouTube, give y'all little snippets over here on the book, and that just, I'm not trying to do that. So y'all come on, hit that share button. But man, parents, coaches, kids, terrible mix.
Oh yeah, it's always been a terrible mix. That's why they got laws against it.
Why can we not get this right? Why can we not have a youth organization that's truly about the kids? And why can't parents actually be involved to know if you got your kid into some BS?
I don't like. Today I had a lot of downtime, so I was reading a bunch of articles and stuff about youth sports around the country. It seems that they relate the success of youth sports. They related to, or they correlated with the average median income of the home or whatever. So if your folks make more money, there's a good chance that your little league that you have in your city is going to be more successful.
Yeah.
And then they say if you live in a poverty-stricken area, the little league seems to suffer because the adults that live in that area, they use the little league to basically fund their lifestyle. That's what it is. I don't know what it is in Texarkana. I'm gonna call it. I don't know. We can't get it right when it comes to little league. When it comes to football, baseball got it right
in some places.
In some places, as far as like say Dixie, because they've been doing it the longest.
I wouldn't even say that.
You wouldn't say
I wouldn't even say that. I would say there's certain organizations around the country that just have figured it out, especially on the baseball level. League baseball is really. I mean, I'm not gonna dookie on it. I'm not gonna dookie on league baseball because I mean everybody's not a traveler,
right?
But those are the guys who've gotten it right. The guys who who started legit organizations, not teams. Guys who started legit organizations, and you see the end results. We can use Sticks for example.
Yeah.
we see the end result of sticks.
So is Sticks a league or is a team?
It's a team. It's an organization. It's not even. It's not a team. It's an organization.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of teams. There's a
Okay.
bunch of six teams, but it's an organization. And just kids training up and moving through different levels of baseball through this organization.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we see the results of it. We see these guys who play with sticks. There's a reason that they're getting these scholarship offers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those guys have figured it out. But like other leagues have not. Hey, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. No, other leagues aren't haven't figured it out. And one of the articles that I read, they were actually talking about youth hockey over in Minnesota. And what happened is you had all these different select teams. All we had one Legion team, but this kid didn't play, so his dad started a team. So all these different parents or these different dads all started all these teams. And then what ended up happening is the uh the development of the players suffered because you had so many kids jumping teams and worried about playing. There was no time for development. So what ended up happening is over in Minneapolis, they actually structured a program. Said, all right, all these independent teams, you're done for. We are actually going to have one league, one team per suburb or per area. So, like for example, if it was in Texarkana, Pleasant Road have a team, Liberty Yellow would have a team, TISD or Texas High area have a team, and so forth and so forth. Everybody have a team, but you play under one umbrella. And each age group, there was a development stage that they have to learn this before they can move on to the next spot. So at the end of the season, those kids had to uh, demonstrate that they understood the knowledge of or whatever was going on at that level. So, like if you were six and under, you had to have knowledge of the equipment. I think that was about it. Was just knowledge of the equipment, and then as you went up in the levels, you had to know about the plays and sets and all the rules of the game and all that. And since then, they've had crazy numbers of guys going off to college and playing, even guys going into Major League Hockey. So that platform actually worked. When you look at Texarkana, it seems like there's way too many teams and not enough leagues. I think everybody's in their own league. They're in the league in Dallas. They're in the league in Shreveport. They're in the league in Mississippi or somewhere, and they're constantly traveling. And it's like, when is there time for development? Because they don't practice all the time, and when they do practice, it's just hitting drills. There's no development. And then the guys that are actually coaching, they aren't. Um, they're not going through any training, so therefore they don't know what they're doing. They're kind of basically just training. I mean, not training, but coaching based off what they think they know. So it's kind of got stuff like watered down almost. You see, this cat then jumped off here and dipped out. But if you're listening, go over to the Spotify, the YouTube page, Pandora, Apple Podcast, and tune in. Also, if you're listening, go over and listen to the Dreaded Archer podcast. Last week I had some pretty good shows. Guys from all over the archery industry. Yesterday I had a real good talk with Mr. Will Cooper. He's on the Numa Pro staff, and Numa is the hunting clothes that I wear when I'm out in the field. And we had a real good conversation on how he transitioned from being a collegiate athlete cross country. Then he went over to being a coach, and then somehow from being a coach, he transitioned over to being to being in hunting industry. So getting involved in, I think he ran a couple of bow shops. He then he got into actually, dang, what was it? He got into marketing for different hunting brands and doing all their social media content. And in today's world, if you have any kind of business, it is all content driven. Even with the our podcast, everything is all content driven. So you get a chance and you want to hear about some really, really, really cool stories when it comes to hunting in the outdoors, please go over and listen to the Dreaded Archer podcast. So Cam, I'm to bring you in there, Cam. Oh man.
Yeah, let's see here. See if I can click these buttons at the same time. Oh, no, well, I can't make it just due to I don't know how to take Nick's off there. But yeah, man, just to give you a little breather, what's going on in our world, like Nick was talking about earlier. Tomorrow, dropping Game Day the magazine. We're gonna be out in the community, um, putting up it's going to be essentially the front cover of the magazine. But how we're going to disperse it, it's going to be a QR code. You'll be able to scan with your phone. You'll be able to flip through the magazine right on the phone, all the sponsors, clickable links with all the videos. If you want to see some behind the scenes interviews that me and Nick and other people that wrote, we did a little, videoed the interview process behind the scenes, and then some of our most popular videos that we had throughout the past month, the previous month is what this issue is going to cover. So all of our popular videos. There's some serious ones. There's some funny ones. There's some exciting ones. A little bit of everything. And we did, not going to just do any kind of spoiler, but it's a good read for anybody that's not just a sports fan. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's sports focused, but there's some stuff in there for a little bit of everyone. We've got some technology stuff in there, some people that help us out that kind of help make game day go round. Um, it's got lots of stuff in there, and we're already starting to look forward into next month's issue. Got some big surprises coming up there. Just check it out. You'll be able to see it in all the popular restaurants, doctor's office. You'll see that QR code. It's going to be everywhere, and you'll be able to get it right on your phone. You don't have to worry about running out of copies in the waiting room at the doctor's office. You're sitting there waiting on your food, pop it up right on your phone, scroll through it just like you were reading a magazine. And that's what's great. A lot of people, myself included, you're in a doctor's office and you're reading a magazine and they call your name, you set it down, you don't take it back with you. You're like, oh man, I didn't get to finish that. Well, it's
Right,
there on your
right.
phone. You can go back and check it out later. And like I said, the clickable links, all of our sponsors and stuff on there. Shout out to all the sponsors. We won't plug them on this joint, but uh, check out Game Day the magazine.
Big
Off
fact.
the
Big
show,
fact.
man. Hey, you guys are doing some wild stuff over there. Because when I was coming up, we didn't have a sports magazine to highlight, all the great stuff we was doing. We had Four States magazine, and no shade to Four State magazine because you know what I'm saying they did a really cool story about me in it. But it wasn't a sports magazine. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't going to Four States magazine to find your sports. So, hey, you guys doing some big things over there at Game Day for sure, for sure.
Big facts. Big facts. My bad about the interruption right there, fellas.
No, you good. I'm gonna let y'all have it back.
Oh yeah, hey, commotion outside, the homie don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Hey, no unannounced visits. Like dude's telling security systems, what time is it? 8:27, bro? 8:27, and then you acting weird, like standing at the bottom of my steps, whistling at Nora and Brooke. No, I'm not having that.
Yeah, but yeah. It's business hours is over,
You hear
Playboy.
me, my boy?
It's 8 to 5, 8 to 5. But before you left, what I was saying is, man, over here, like over in Minnesota, they did a thing where they had so many different teams that the kids were lacking in development. So they said, scratch that. Everybody gonna be under one umbrella. We're gonna section the teams off by districts, and then they came up with a curriculum, and I think it was called like um the development manual or something. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah,
But at each age group, it said this is what, as the coach, you should focus on. And if your kid cannot demonstrate the key, the core accountabilities for this age group, they cannot go to the next age group. And so what I did was, if you're a coach, you need to move these kids on. You got to move them along. So you made sure they learned everything, and the outcome, they had successful leagues. And I was saying we don't have none of that, back home at all. A lot of places don't have it at all.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And the league's kind of died out, and I think uh, there hasn't just been that person to come back and say, "I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this the right way. We're gonna get all the right certifications. We're gonna get all the right everything, and we're just gonna do it." There is a couple of leagues around here that are moving towards that. I think they have a lot of good things going, but this is just a weird place for a lot of things, man. It's a weird
Yeah.
place for a lot of things. A lot of things are running smooth here as they should, or as smooth as they do other places, man. Uh,
Well, no, I just think like I know like back when we were playing little league football, you mean you had PGA and then you had the Texarkana League that started and it fills it out real quick. But the Texarkana League, if you look at the kids that are coming out that league, it it had potential to be something special. It should still be around today. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
but a lot of things too. A lot of things come in waves, right? Like like y'all's class that came through there, because that's before my football days, right? I was just a watcher or a fan or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all had a class because all y'all. I mean, I'm sitting right here looking up here at a thing, article with you, DJ, and LaMichael, who were all playing in that league at the same time.
Hell, me and DJ was on the same team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so y'all had a wave, and y'all had a class of guys come through uh that really made that league what it was. If we really look back at how that league was ran and everything like that,
Oh, it was garbage. It
exactly.
was garbage.
So y'all's class of athlete, the level of athlete that was just coming through that league at the time, saved them from destruction.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, sometimes you have to take what you got and then make something of it. So, like, if they can't, if those guys start the league when they founded or whatever, they didn't know what they had. But then when you step back and say, "Damn, we got people who don't even have no kids. They don't have any kids playing or family members playing, but they heard the level of football has been played out here,
Yeah,
and they're coming." You know what I'm saying? You saw the games. It was just as many people at Little League games than it was high school games. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
take what you got, what you had, or you take what you got, and you say, all right, now the city, the eyes are on us because people are coming to watch the game. We got the mayor of Texarkana at our championship game.
yeah,
What are the odds of getting that? You know, it's just Texarkana, but a mayor is still a big thing in the city. You take that and then you start putting down a ground rule. You get a mission statement. This is our mission statement. You make it a LLC or a corporation or some kind of 501(c), whatever you're gonna do to get it legitimized, and then you get the ball rolling. Then you get the city behind you, and now the city is willing to put you in a bill to get you area built. Now you got whole facilities, you got fields, you got concession stands, you got great parking. Now you are legit. Literally, you're somewhat like Pop Warner. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
That didn't
agree.
happen.
It didn't happen. And I think that happens with a lot of things. It starts off as one thing. We talked about this before as well. It starts off as one thing. We got a mission, we got a goal, and then we get into it, and we get rolling. We get into the everyday, and like you said, a lot of this stuff is being used to fund a better
Lifestyle.
lifestyle for the commissioner or the head coach or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of different reasons why the leagues don't take off like they should, man.
No, and like I said, the more I look at it, a lot of these guys, they honestly, they don't. It's not. It's not about the kids. It's about, oh, I didn't get my shine when I was playing, so therefore I'm going to put my kid out there, and I'm going to put these other kids out there and show people. At least see, I knew what I was talking about when I was playing. No, you don't, because you're not doing anything. All you're doing is finding plays off Madden and telling the kids to run them.
Exactly, and then as a youth coach, you got to know what you're taking on.
Yeah,
As a youth coach, you got to know what you're taking on, man. And as a youth sports parent, you got to know what you're getting your son involved in. You got to know when your kids aren't doing the right drills. You got to know if my kid's an O lineman, he's going to be an O lineman for sure. No, I don't want. We're not playing fullback because we're not playing fullback. Like, we're
no,
not playing fullback just because you think, what I'm saying, it's going to do something better. No, my kid's an O lineman. He needs to be working on O lineman things. I don't mind
yeah,
if you have a few packages where he drop back and lead block for at fullback, but we know we're not being a fullback and going through fullback drills when he hit seventh grade. his hand gonna be in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much for the rest of his career. There's no point in us doing that, and I wouldn't have it. And that's what I'm just encouraging parents to be aware of the situations that they putting their kids into. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Be at the practices. You know, I know you might not be able to be at all of them because your parents work, but be at the practices you can be at. You know what I'm saying? Be at the games. See what your kid learning. Ask your kids some football questions. You can get on Google and look them up.
Show can.
Ask them some football questions and see if they really getting developed in this league or this team you got them on. And if they're not, let's move them around.
Move them around.
And that's at any level.
Yeah, any level. Ask questions. I mean, I've said this several times. I would love for some of these youth coaches come sit in my living room and sell me on why my kids should play for you. What are they gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? When I didn't have to go out and sell myself to parents. You know what I'm saying? When I had my little league team, because I was a part of a league that had a draft, and you get a list of kids. Hey, this is what part of town you live on. These are your kids that's gonna play for you. And the first practice, yeah, I talked to the kids. We had our first team, but my first practice was dealing with the parents. Hey, this is who I am. This is my background. This is what I'll be teaching. I know a lot of y'all want to come out here and crack heads all the time. We ain't doing none of that. One, because I don't believe in it, and two, the league said we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got heads up program.
Exactly. And you gotta teach them how to crack heads, man.
You got to teach them how to crack
the
heads.
art. It ain't just running out there and smacking something. It's an art to it, man. The best football players you've seen, the best football players that have played the game, you see them, the guys that you know for hitting. It's an art to it, man. That's why they were able to do it for so long without getting hurt. It's an art to it.
Yep.
They perfected their craft at it, man. And that's all I'm saying. Be a vigilant parent. Be aware. Be involved. Be engaged. Whatever I say. If come to the sports stuff, you can't just send your kid out there with every coach. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that on my end.
For sure. And I'm saying, hey, and if you are a youth coach and you disagree with anything that I'm saying or what Nick's saying, yo, hit us up. I would love to bring you on the show and sell me on what your program is. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. And I'm going out on a limb saying right now, parents and coaches, parents and youth coaches are going to ruin youth football.
I don't think they're going to. That's what I think. It's like we keep saying going to. Like it's
they have.
ruined.
They've ruined it. They have ruined it.
But I don't know if it ever was good. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, some places.
I mean, yeah. If you have an official place, we're not talking about places that have official leagues. We can't be. We ain't talking about the Pop Warners. We ain't talking about the Typhus. We ain't talking about none of that. Because they doing what they do. They doing their thing.
Right.
We see with them kids. We see them kids coming out of there doing it. You know what I'm saying? We see what's coming out of there. We're talking about places that don't have that sanctioned
league.
Y'all
was out there playing football on Saturdays and paying money, and the money's not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Organizations get built. There's organizations around here that's being built, and I know for sure. Shout out my guy Kendrick King over there, LEYA. I think LEYA will be what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I do believe that.
For sure.
But man,
tuned in to the RTL podcast.
As always, man, this time in the show, man, the floor is open for anybody to hit that link. If you got anything to say, questions, concerns, comments, rebuttals, anything like that, man, this is your time to shine. Hit that link. If you just want to say what's up to your family, man, hit that link. Hey, TAC coming up. Stupid excited. Even more excited about Discovery Cove. You might not know what that is, but I'm going, and it's on point.
Discovery Cove.
Discovery Cove, me, Brooke, and Presley. Taking Presley on a little getaway. Swimming in I don't know what to even call it. I guess a fish tank. It's like a fake beach, ocean park. I don't know. But you snorkel and it's fish. It's like a reef down there. It's fish on you in there with the fish. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope stuff, bro.
Do you know how to snorkel?
Come on, man.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Booby. That's all I gotta say. Booby. No, I do know how to snorkel. I've snorkeled a couple of times. But I'm
Yeah,
going.
man.
I'm going down there. I'm going down to the. I'm going. I'm trying to get down there in the fish. You know how much I love fish.
Yeah, but you
Speaking
won't
of
though.
that,
'Cause it's gonna your ears gonna be popping.
it's not that deep. I don't think it can be.
Oh,
It's a artificial reef.
yeah, but still, but if it's like 30, if it's 30 feet down, that's a lot. If you
But I
ain't
mean,
nobody ain't used to it.
well, I watch. I get on YouTube. I have watched videos of people doing it, and I mean, it's right there. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. Real funny back there. But no, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. Uh, and then also SeaWorld and Aquatica. So we got water park and SeaWorld too over there. So that's gonna be dope.
That should be fun.
That's gonna be dope, man. That's gonna be dope, man. Nobody hopping in the chat tonight. Hey, you know what time it is, man. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks. We got mental health checks, man. Let me know how you feeling, man. 1 through 10. Personally, how you doing in your everyday life, man? How you feeling?
Oh man,
Physically.
personally,
Hold up, man.
man, we ain't been through this for 3 seasons. I know how to do this.
Physically, you been in the gym? How you feeling? And always, man, we gotta know what's going on business wise, man. What you got cooking?
Man, personally, I'm good, man. I was out in Rapid City y'all last week. We had some big wigs coming to town, or they're in town this week. So had to go out there last week and get everything prepped for them and stuff. So got a conference call tomorrow, so we'll see how that visit went. What you call it? So I'm sitting, say personally, I'm probably sitting at about a 7. Uh, physically, man, went to the gym this morning. Got some worked on shoulders, my back. Some little sore. Then I got on a treadmill, ran 2 miles, and I'm getting faster in my mile. So instead of running at between 6 and 7 on the treadmill, I'm at about an 8.5. So I'm kind of speeding it up, and no rest time. So
Okay.
I'm feeling about a 8 physically. Mentally, bro, I'm stressed to the core right now, just with hunt season coming up and trying to get these tags in, and Game Fishing Park not putting the tags up when it's supposed to go up, and the website not working, and then trying to get Rex to get his tag. Found out that we missed the date for the tag, so now he can only hunt on private land, so we got to do all this workaround. So it's just like extra, and then trying to get some more shows scheduled, and figuring out how we gonna take the podcast and stuff to the next level. So just kind of stressed out. So I'm about a 7 right now when it comes to mental health, and financially and business wise. Dreaded Archer, man, rocking and rolling always.
Rolling. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Myself, personally, man, I'm sitting at about an 8, 7, 8, man, chilling on it. Summer's coming up, tack coming up. Hey, Nora, my baby girl, turns 1 on the 13th, man. So hey, that's crazy.
You go by. You get 1, she'll be 9 next year.
I'm telling you, that's what it seems like, man. So we got the 1-year-old coming up. Sweet 1 is a theme. I have nothing to do with that. If it was up to me, we'd be doing hot dogs and hamburgers in the backyard on the grill, just chilling. But
on a plywood table.
That ain't how it's going. So it's a little sweet 1 theme. It's gonna be a little fruits and all that thing. It's gonna be a little thing. So we chilling over here. We just living. I done forgot my daggone self what it was. Physically, man, I get it done. I saw 2 people play basketball last week that made me feel way better about where I was physically. Maybe one day we can put some of that footage out. We can put some of that footage.
Hey, talk about it.
Hey, I seen 2 cats play basketball that I had no business. Hey, one of them too is a Reed talking listener. He's an avid listener.
He's still recuperating. He ain't even in the chat.
Yeah, Mr. Brandon Lawrence took one of the biggest L's I've ever seen. Definitely one of the most embarrassing L's I've ever seen.
He just text somebody.
That's Brandon.
Hey, hit my DMs for the footage. There's an unreleased video.
Hey,
Don't put that man out there like that.
listen, y'all. When I tell y'all, hey, I'm telling you, when I watch that game, I tell you, I'm a 10 physically. I'm a 10 after I watch that thing, baby. I'm up and rolling, baby. I'm up and rolling. And sugar free, I seen you in the comments earlier. My boy Colin was in the comments. Hey, played up to a game of 5 in the park the other day. I ain't playing no games. Concrete, no, double rim and all. Bust his neck. But hey, so I
They
get
still
my
make they still make double rim.
boy, these Rams ain't been revamped since since way back in the day. Uh, so I'm, you know, what I'm saying I'm cooling physically. Really about a 7 on the physical, not really a 10. But business wise, man, hey, can't complain, man. Hey, magazine drop tomorrow. Obviously, we started season 4 tonight because we on here right now. Yeah,
Yep.
you just told me the Dreaded Archer was rolling, so hey, I can't complain, man. Everything living lavish, looking good, man. Uh,
Always.
so I give myself right there, give myself about an 8 with the green arrows on the way up. You know what I'm saying, man? Cam, season 4, we in the dough. Let me know what you got on the mental health checks, man. Where you at?
Man, mentally, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say a 9 because things could always be better, but, everything's straight. Can't really complain about nothing. Physically, we're going to put about a 6 on that. We're working things out. We're trying to get things popping for the summer. Gotta get a little, trying to eat a little better, trying to figure out, something, get some activity going on because time is ticking, ain't getting no younger. So, it's going to be harder to get it off. So get something in the works, get some
You you
activity going.
you come to tech, you get a whole lot of physical activity in.
I'm trying to get in shape now for next year.
Hey, Nick, tell because once you get on top of that mountain, it's only one way. It's only one way back.
Down. One way down, I promise you.
And like you said, business wise, magazine coming out tomorrow. Um, you know, got a little brand ambassador gig for the Dallas Sneaker Convention May 15th.
Hey, look at him. Yeah, yeah. Hey, y'all go ahead. Hey, reach out and
If
listen.
you ain't going to Baby Nora's birthday party, come with your boy to the
Yeah,
Sneaker Convention.
yeah.
And just green arrows always going up, as they say.
Yes,
It is,
sir.
man. Hey, where is that?
Dallas, they're having it at a Fair Park. This show, they on a 90-day rotation. I think last time they had it at Urban Convention Center, so it's going to be at Fair Park in the Coliseum or the hall, whatever it's called over there. 40,000 square feet, and it's full. So Yellow Beezy is going to be there having a meet and greet. Going to try to get a little, spit a verse for him, see if we can't get this record deal off the ground.
Shit, yeah. Hey, are they gonna have some lugs?
Man, they got everything in there. They
What's that?
ain't gonna say I ain't gonna have no legs. I ain't seen none yet, but
Hey, lugs, boy. What's the driving shoe?
they had some K-Swiss at the last one. That was about
My K-Swiss.
That's crazy, boy. That shit crazy.
Shit, K-Swiss, boy. You go to Wieners back in the day, you get 2 pair for $89. Get a black and a white pair. Then you can wear them with everything.
School shoes, baby. The school shoes.
one with the blue stripe, one with the red stripe.
That's it. Rotate them jokers.
You hear me. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, before we get out of here, fellas, man, any last words for the people?
Man, hey, season 4, we want all the smoke. So a lot of stuff gonna be chopped up. Be sending clips out. If you hear something and you don't agree with it, hit us up. Let's get you on the show. Don't be shy. Cause I can't stand nobody saying something in my chat or in my inbox, and then when I invite you to the show, you go ghost. Let me know you ain't standing on, you ain't real about what you're talking about.
Big facts. Man, for me, hey, be vigilant. Be aware. You see, I had to get up and go outside and check out what was going on in the middle of the podcast. Hey, you got to know what's going on around you at all times, especially when your kids is involved.
Yep.
Just be vigilant, man. Y'all be aware, know what you're getting your kids into, know what you're getting yourself into, and just pay attention, man. Use common sense. If you ask your kid a question and he can't answer it, man, there's a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's about that field and it's late in the year. You know what I'm saying? So just be vigilant. Like I said, be aware, know your surroundings, man, and just hey, Let's make this thing a little bit better. We can't do it all at once, but we can do it. Let's make this thing just a little bit better, man. That's what I'm going into season 4 with, man. We're gonna make this thing just a little bit better.
Just a little bit.
With that being said, this has been season 1. Season 4. Look how I messed it up, boy. Episode 1 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed, my boy Killer Cam in the back. We are out.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't come close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say, what?